Okay, hi, my name is Nurafika Nabi Binti Rosli. My metric number is 18-1003. Okay, so our topic presentation is waste management. Okay, so for the introduction, waste management is an important aspect of a country's economic well-being and the way of life of its citizens. Solid waste management can be defined as a discipline concerned with the control of solid waste generation, storage, collection, transfer, and transport, processing, and disposal. Despite Malaysia's rapid economic growth, the country's solid waste management remains poor. Okay, the major goal is to develop waste minimization and control strategies. Waste management in the modern era has evolved to a more flexible waste hierarchy model, commonly known as 3R reduce, reuse, recycle regulations. The quickest and largest trash production in the world is emerging Asia, and a closer look reveals a mix of general and specialist policy dynamics in the creation and acceptance of waste management strategies. Okay, so the next slide is green practice issue or problem. Okay. So first, integrated solid waste management entails a mix of approaches and programs tailored to their individual demands. In Malaysia, city streets were cleaned by the local district health office until the late 1960s, when the Local Government Act 1976 and the Street Drainage and Building Act 1974 were passed to provide public cleansing and sanitary disposal. Due to a lack of resources and municipal budget constraints, Malaysian law were overly vague and far from suitable. Depending on the size of the municipality, the budget for garbage collection ranged from 20% to 70% of the total budget. Even today, rubbish is dumped in open fields and rivers, according to a study on waste disposal behaviour in Kuala Lumpur, which found that 31.9% of waste was burned openly and 6.5% was discharged into the river system. As a result, environmental safety was a secondary issue in Malaysia, and most municipalities struggle to find a new dumping site because the existing ones were practically depleted. Okay, so from this slide, you can see the issue or problem have two, which is first, waste management in rivers. Second, waste was burned openly in Kuala Lumpur. Okay, so for the next issue or problem in this slide is, due to its population density, Kuala Lumpur is in desperate need of reducing its reliance on landfills, and alternate solutions such as an incinerator is difficult to adopt. As a result, solid waste management in Malaysia remains a significant concern. In terms of waste management methods, Malaysia is seeking for new solutions to the problems of inadequate and inefficient services given by local governments. A waste audit is a standardized procedure for calculating the amount and types of trash produced. Visual waste audits, waste characterization, and desktop audits can all be used to conduct audit on office waste, municipal trash, commercial and industrial waste, and construction waste. Waste audits are essential for establishing waste and source reduction strategies, and the government should be aware of them.
Okay, next is I want to talk about the purpose grant practice. The first purpose is all urban centers should prepare by the implement MSWM, that's mean Malaysia Solid Waste Management Plan, extending into the future including periodical revision. All Malaysian solid waste management generated in urban and semi-urban areas should be collected and disposed of adequately in such a manner that would not create public healthy workers' health and environmental problem and would be technically and financially viable. Okay, the third purpose is the generator of waste Okay, the third purpose is the generator of waste who is supported by the Rural Environmental Program of the Ministry of Housing and Local Government (MHLG) should dispose all of a manipulated solid waste generated in rural area adequately. Next is reduction of solid waste generation, especially that of packaging waste and household chemical waste, should be encouraged involving the producer and distributor of consumer goods as well as consumer. Next is the public should be continuously educated on cleanliness and resources recovery through health, environmental education, cleanliness campaigns, and strict enforcement of the anti-litter bylaw. The next purpose is research and development about Malaysian solid waste management should be strengthened to cope with the ever-changing environment. Okay. Then it helps to cut down the operational cost of waste management and acts as an indicator to show that country has developed nation. The last purpose is it increases the lifespan of landfill and give greener environment and improve the climate change by preventing the pollution. Next, I will continue with the Grand Project Challenge. The first one is the local authorities in many cases are hampered by the lack of trained personnel, financial resources, and knowledge. Second is Malaysian 3R practice campaign failed to improve existing waste management practice as it difficult to eliminate solid material. The third challenge is lack of human and financial resources to manage solid waste and public cleansing. Fourth is some plan cannot do because have problem rising from the lack of fund, the length of the interim period, and the unavailability of financial resources. The last challenge is problem faced by consortia have led to inefficient operation of the waste management. The last part is conclusion. In conclusion, with the purpose and hard work by the government and people of Malaysia can have a high impact on the environment. That is by implementing various plans to save the earth from environmental pollution and save the earth. Although this effort takes a long time to bear fruit, but it will be useful for the future. This responsibility should be borne by everyone and not just a government. Awareness of the environment is very important to community to take care of each other to get a clean and healthy earth. That's all from us. Thank you.